worship as the frequency of love and looking at it relationally, that it first has to do with receiving his love. We've talked about this before. The cycle of love is we love because he first loved us. And that's, we've just got to receive his love first. Otherwise, we don't have anything to give. And then it's just that bowing down in love and adoration to him. It's receiving, rejoicing and celebrating together with praise, and the Trinity's work as we simply yield to receive. And so, hope that gives us a little springboard into.
And, this may or may not help some people, but to understand that your body position creates a frequency.
Yeah.
The sounds that you're creating creates a frequency. Your thoughts are creating a frequency. It's all of this combined, creating a frequency of worship. And it's like whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, you can do a good work with a bad attitude and the frequency is going to be wrong. And again, it's not about what you do, but it's more about what's in your heart. What's the status of your heart? Are you truly, even if you're giving, when you're giving, are you giving with a cheerful heart? That's why, the Bible says, be a cheerful giver. Because if you're giving because you feel obligated or you need to, or they need it or whatever, that's a frequency that you're putting out, and that frequency comes back. So what frequencies do you want? And the thing is, we have a choice.
Yeah.
We choose what frequency we want to be operating in. That's why, I'm thinking with the second plumb line that eventually we'll expand that. Right now, the second plumb line is to love, honor, and respect. And I think we need to add to that gratitude and humility, that we learn to operate in gratitude, that whatever we're doing, somehow we begin to engage with God to have gratitude for whatever it is we're going through. I mean, we could be going through a very traumatic situation, but if you can shift your mind to ask Father, is there anything? And I would say, yes, there's something to be grateful for in every situation. And I know some traumatic situations you would think, no way. But I believe that, if we can look at it even from a future perspective to understand, I will learn something from this. Somehow I will learn something from this. And, we don't have to be necessarily grateful for what's happening to us, but we can be grateful for what we're going to get and what we're going to learn from it. The thing is, most of us go through our everyday lives with a grumpy attitude, and we're just not grateful for what we have already. So really thinking of the gratitude and humility being added to the three that come with the second plumb line, I think is really important. And it also is the antidote, as I've said many times, to pride. And pride is just an emotional level that we get stuck at. And, it's pride in general is not good because it's based on the kudos of you and other people. And you take those kudos away and you're falling back down into other things. So, we're not talking about, having, being thankful for something that some people call it pride, but we're not talking about that type of pride. We're talking about the pride where you are puffed up a little bit and you're building yourself up off of, things that you can do or things you've done or things that you have. If you're building it on anything that can be taken away, you're building on shaky ground. So we want to get to that place where, we are thankful and have humility. We're grateful and have humility for the things that we have in our lives, even discovering who you are, that you are so much more than you've ever known, and not letting that go to our head to become, something more than we ought to, but rather letting it go to our heart, where humility, we accept it with gratitude.